Hi guys, it's ALCHEMY. How's everyone doing? Good, I hope. I did a video like this 5 years ago. It was a time when people were tagging each other in videos and doing this tag and that tag, and I got tagged to do my 5 most challenging fragrances. And I was looking through my old videos the other day and I was thinking I should do an updated one because, you know, collection changes, you get new things, things go away. And I thought it would be fun to do it again. And none of these are going to be repeats, of course, from the last one. But if you want to go and check that one out, it was 5 years ago, back when I was doing a little bit more green screen stuff. Maybe I should do that again. I don't know. Anyway, these are the 7 current things that I find challenging to wear. And I should preface this video by saying that I love all of them. I wouldn't own them if I didn't. It's just these ones present a little bit more of a challenge when I wear them for various reasons. So let's begin. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Lita, and that's a perfume that is by Bogue. I don't know if you guys know the brand Bogue. Some people call it Bogue. It's the Italian word for bug. So anyone Italian that's around here right now, maybe it is pronounced Bogue. You can tell us in the comments. Anyway, this one is called Lita, which is an acronym for Love in the Afternoon. And this was a fragrance that was released at the same time as, there's a band called The Kooks. Do you know The Kooks? They're a real famous band. The guy from that and his wife created a duo, a musical duo, and they released an album called Love in the Afternoon, and somehow enlisted the help of Bogue Parfumerie to create a perfume for the launch of the album. I have reviewed this perfume way back, and I remember when I posted my review, they messaged me and said thanks. That was pretty cool. A little celebrity thing going on there. Anyway, Lita is a very challenging fragrance. If you don't know Antonio Gardoni, his brand is called Bogue, and he is known for making crazy things, and this is no exception. So I'm not going to spray it on my hand. I'm not going to spray all of these things because then my room's going to be like I don't know, I'm going to suffocate. But it's interesting and I really like it. So it's essentially a really big myrrh. It's got so much dark myrrh, and the myrrh in here is so rich that it almost feels like coffee. It has bold white florals, it has champaca, it has gardenia in here. It's ambery, it's the density of it makes it really hard to wear. It's one of those, all of the ones in this video that you're going to see are things that when I wear them, I really have to choose as and when I'm going to do it. What's the occasion? Should I wear that one today? I'm not sure. Is it suitable for this occasion? I don't know. I always say I don't follow rules, but when it comes to challenging fragrances, sometimes you have to think about it. So we also have tobacco in here, we have patchouli in here, we have vetiver in here as well. This is a resinous, dark, floral, woody thing that is crazy and I love it so much, but man, it's challenging. So let's talk about the next one. It's great though, check it out if you can. The next one is called Nuit de Bakelite, and this one is by Naomi Goodsir. Wowza. Do not let this unassuming bottle fool you, okay? Don't be fooled. This fragrance is crazy. I can tell you right now, when I open my perfume cabinet behind me, when I open it, this is the thing that I can smell. Lid on, everything. It seeps into your very pores and the atmosphere and the fiber of your being and your cells and the biosphere of the universe of time. This is crazy and I love it. When do I wear it though? No idea. First of all, the most challenging part of it is its nuclear strength. This is a room filling, not even a room filling, this is a hall filling fragrance, and it's absolutely wonderful, but man alive is it difficult to wear. So the only way I can describe this one is it smells like if you were trapped in the most humid, suffocating greenhouse ever. So it's a tuberose at its core. It has leather, it has things like carrot seed, I think it has angelica root as well. It's green essentially, but it's kind of if green and brown got mixed together. And let's do the YouTuber thing where we take the lid on and off 20 times in the video. I don't know what that is, guys. Help, send help. Just really unusual. I mean, completely 100% unique and one spray is enough to just kill an army. Really is. I love it. The texture is so unusual. It's kind of smooth and rough at the same time. It smells like an otherworldly leaf or a plant in a jungle that's not been discovered yet or something. I don't know, it's just absolutely fantastic. And Naomi Goodsir as a brand, just unreal. She's only got 6 perfumes in her line and all of them have a unique voice. I really, really like her. I have 2 others by her as well. And I mean, she's not the perfumer, but it's her brand. Oh, lid again. That one's done. The next one might come as a surprise to some people, but this one is like a personal challenge for me. This perfume is legendary. This perfume's probably been worn by millions of women over multiple decades, yet still I find it a challenge to wear. I know it's a masterpiece, but it is Opium by Yves Saint Laurent, believe it or not. Here she is. I will say, you know, as a side note, in terms of reformulations, this one I think is one of the best reformulations out there. Obviously it's not the original, but it is great. Most reformulations get worse. I think this one has probably, unpopular opinion, maybe gotten better. Well, it's more palatable for me, I can say that. Anyway, this is Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. Does it even need an introduction? No, it is the queen of the amber spicy perfumes. It was one that paved the way for many other things. The reason it's challenging for me, let's not take the lid on and off many times today, Tom. Okay, I'm gonna spray it on my arm. It's just wonderful. It's another myrrh, actually. Maybe myrrh is a challenge for me, I don't know. It's great though, but for me, I feel like, I don't know, I really love the way it smells, I really do, and I really love wearing it. I'm always so hyper aware that I'm wearing it though. You know, it's one of those perfumes that just, if you're not careful, it's gonna wear you, and it can really announce your presence in a room, which I like. But this one, I don't know, there's something about this one that just presents a challenge for me all the time, and I love you, Opium. Maybe we just don't gel, maybe we're just not friends. Or maybe I'm just a bit scared of you. I think I'm just a bit scared of it. I've had this bottle for 10 years and yeah, this mostly has been worn inside. This isn't an outside perfume for me. So, Opium, a great spicy oriental from the 80s. I should know that. Bad perfume reviewer. There's too much stuff flying around in my head all the time, guys. Too much. Dates, names, everything, notes, lists, ugh. But yeah, Opium by Yves Saint Laurent, amazing but challenge. Okay, the next one is another perfume that anyone that knows this perfume or has tried it will know that it's a challenging fragrance. Or there might be some hardcore, die-hard people out there that are like, yeah, I can wear that whenever I want. And it is T-Rex or Tyrannosaurus Rex by Zoologist. Also by Antonio Gardoni. The guy that we know is a challenging perfume maker. So, side note, I heard on the grapevine that Antonio Gardoni composes his perfumes in the dark. Maybe it's a rumor, maybe it's, I heard it was a rumor, actually. No, I didn't really. Apparently he composes in the dark, or at least in low lit environments, which I find super cool and interesting. He's also an architect. So, I know after reading interviews and things with Antonio Gardoni, I've actually met him as well, that he likes to have battles going on in his fragrances. So he will like to put, for instance, 50% of rose is the entire fragrance, and then he likes to try and tame it with other ingredients. So Tyrannosaurus Rex is the perfect perfume for him to make. And when him and Victor were talking about what this was going to smell like in the conceptual stage of it, their initial idea, or Antonio's initial idea at least, was for it to smell like plastic toys, because that is the only reference we have of dinosaurs. We weren't around at the time of dinosaurs. The only reference we have is plastic toys or Jurassic Park. Anyway, that idea was scrapped, and what they ended up doing was creating a fragrance that was meant to smell, or does smell, like the moment of extinction. And such a cool concept, because you can draw so much from that. And T-Rex is just, kind of not to be messed with. I mean, this is a huge patchouli perfume. He wanted it to smell like fireballs hitting earth and blood spatters and the flora and fauna of the time. So it has a lot of patchouli, it has a lot of pepper, there's champaca in here as well. There's similar things to Lita, I will say. Lita, the one previous, that is kind of like the slightly softer, gentler cousin of T-Rex, where T-Rex is much more rough and smoky, and lids come off again. And it's just fantastic. Again, when do I wear this? When do you wear this fragrance? I really have no idea. But there's also, I'm just looking at the notes because there's quite a lot in here. You have Cade in here, which is a kind of smoky green herbal note. There's leather as well. It has civet for animalic. There's rose, ylang ylang, geranium. There's bay leaf. There's piney type notes in here as well. Fir balsam, things like that. It's just a riot, like it really is. It's a riot on your senses. It's a riot on anyone else around you's senses as well. So, I mean, it's called Tyrannosaurus Rex, okay? It's challenging. But do I appreciate it as an art piece? Yeah. Haven't worn it that much though. But it's staying in my collection because I love Zoologist. The next one I'll touch on quite briefly because I actually reviewed this one recently. If you want to go and check that one out, it's Charade by Sarah Baker. I have expressed so much love for this fragrance, I really have. From the moment I smelled it, it was my favourite from her line, and it remains to be my favourite still to this day. This is a super cool, treading the lines between vintage and modern chypre fragrance. It has moss in the base, it has leather. Why is someone texting me when I'm in the middle of my video? I should have turned my phone off. So it's a tuberose, leather, honey, there's ylang ylang in here as well, lots of moss to give it that chypre quality, absolutely nuclear. That's why it's a challenge. This is another fragrance which I think wears you if you're not too careful, and the amount of times I have oversprayed this is ridiculous. This is my second bottle that I've gone through, but it's so potent. Oh my gosh. This is one of those wake up the next day and you can still feel it all around you kind of fragrances. It really sticks onto your skin. And it's inspired by a 1950s movie of the same name with Audrey Hepburn in it. It's such a cool perfume with the leather accord in it is very unique. I've not smelled a leather accord like this, so that's why I like it. So much love for it, but it's definitely a challenge and not for everyone. Definitely try it out though if you can, it's great. Okay, the second to last one is a true love of mine, and from what I know, I think maybe it's been discontinued or rebottled or repackaged or something. I don't know why they do this. Why do they do this? And it is Opus IX by Amouage. Here you go. It's actually a gold shimmery bottle. This is the old bottle. I think they changed it and now it might be gone. I don't know. Oh, how I love thee. This is great. This is my favourite Amouage perfume ever. I've tried lots and lots and lots of their perfumes. I own quite a few, but this one is the real deal. This is the real love for me. This is a super dirty jasmine perfume with civet. So it's the jasmine in it is already quite indolic, but then you have this civet as well that just drags it down further and makes it even more skanky. It is amazing though. It's incensey as well. It has quite a lot of pepper, and I really, really enjoy wearing this one. But again, it's a challenge because it's a very particular occasion perfume. Let's take the lid off. Honestly, this is just so nice. Why did they have to do what they did? Why do they do this? I need to look it up and see if it's still about. Anyway, Opus IX, if you like indoles, if you like, you know, just animalic, dirty florals with almost like an Arabian twist, this is so good. I treasure my bottle. How much is left? Feels like it's maybe there. Let's talk about the last one. The last one is by someone that I'm a big fan of, true big fan, and his name is Prin Lomros. I've talked about him on my channel quite a lot too, and I have a perfume that he actually gifted me, but I find it so challenging to wear, and I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong. It's called L'Homme Khao Hom. L'Homme Khao Hom. I need to ask Prin how to pronounce it properly. This one is a challenge for me because of the notes in it, or just the way it feels really. The note list here: rosewood, fig, elemi, cashew nut, milk, black pepper, tonka, cinnamon, sandalwood, tea, jasmine rice, cedarwood, musk, and cucumber. We all know, if you know Prin, he likes a bit of a mix-up with his note lists, and he likes to put a few wacky and wild things in there. And the reason this one's a challenge for me is because I struggle with savoury notes in Parfumerie. I think they're incredibly hard to wear. Prin uses that sort of rice starchiness in a fair few amount of his perfumes from the past discontinued ones and newer ones too. This is one of the newer ones, and it's just super challenging to wear something that smells like rice and especially with a cucumber and like a cashew nut thing. It's so hard. Where do you wear this? When? I love that Prin incorporates Thai elements into his perfume. It's great. It's such a refreshing breath of fresh air in terms of creativity. But for me, tough one. So tough that I might see if there's someone in my life that might love this more than I do, because I feel like it's just going to sit on my shelf. And we can't let perfume go to waste. No, we cannot. Anyway guys, that was my most challenging fragrances. I still own the other ones from my previous video 5 years ago, but these are some newer ones that I've added to my collection within those 5 years. I hope you liked this video. I'm Ouch110, trying to make the world smell better, one video at a time. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.